So we've got another episode of Dating Nightmares. Now, hey, don't judge my actions. All I'm telling you is things that have actually happened to me and things that I've experienced on real-time dating in the online world. So I ended up going over to a guy's house. Yeah, I know, first mistake, but that's okay. He was going to prepare dinner. He said he loved to cook. And I'm like, that's great. Now, he knew right now with what's been going on with my stomach and my diverticulitis that I had to be a little careful with what he eats. But he was going to make chicken parmesan with spaghetti, not too much seasoning. And I'm like, you know something? I can have a little of that. That sounds good. So what does he do? He's cooking and he's going over the details and explaining like how he likes to cook, and I'm watching him put the seasoning. I'm watching him put avocado oil in the pan. He's making each one individually, and he makes the first chicken and panko and seasoning. He even did like a lemon zest. It looked amazing. He takes that piece, he puts it on a plate with a cover on it. Then he starts making another piece. So he's making another, and we're talking while he's, I'm sitting on the chair just watching him. We're just having a conversation. I think it's a great conversation. So then, while he's doing that, he starts preparing the pasta. So he's cooking the pasta, cooking the sauce, cooking the chicken. And while he's doing that, he finishes the one piece of chicken, the pasta's still cooking. He takes a nice cutting board, gets like his Cutco knives, starts cutting it into nice little slices with the crispy chicken and all that other stuff. And then he just grabs a glob of ketchup, globs it on the cutting board, and starts eating the chicken. And I figured, okay, well, he's hungry. That's fine. Let him eat the chicken. I mean, the pasta's still not ready yet. He's still cooking. So then he turns and looks at me while he ate half the... So he already ate half of the chicken. And he's like, aren't you going to eat? I says, well, yes, I'm waiting for you to finish cooking and serve it. And he looks at me, he's like, you're expecting me to eat with you? I says, yes, isn't that what this is all about? You're making dinner for the both of us? And he's like continuing to eat the... And he's like... we don't have to do everything together. I'm like, you're making me dinner. You're not going to have dinner with me? So he's like, no. He's like, just serve yourself. So now I'm dumbfounded. I'm like, okay. So I grab a plate and I look at the chopped up chicken that he already, because he still has that big piece on the side. And he's like, yeah, that's your chicken. That he ate half of it already. So I'm like, okay. I put the chicken in my plate. I take a little bit of pasta, put it together as a chicken parmesan thing. And then I'm holding the plate and I'm looking around. I'm like, am I sitting back on the couch or are we sitting at the table? And he's like, you expect to eat at the table now? And he gets all annoyed and he just like, he had papers and stuff and he just shoves the papers down. He's like, there's a seat for you. I'm like, you're not going to sit here? He's like, no. So then he watches me eat. So I eat the chicken. I'm like, okay, it was very good. I go and I actually wash the dish. Meantime, bear in mind, he still has that one piece of chicken and there's still pasta left. After I wash the dishes and then come back down and sitting on the couch, then he decides to go up to the chicken and he's like, you didn't finish the chicken. I says, yes. I only ate half of the chicken on the cutting, because remember, he ate the one half already when he was sitting dipping it in ketchup, and I ate like another half a piece. And he's like, so you don't want the rest of the chicken? I says, I'll take it, but isn't that your portion? He's like, no, my portion is the other portion. So I said, okay, fine. You know something? I'll eat it. So, of course, I grabbed my plate back and I ate that chicken too. But then he takes his chicken, he takes the spaghetti, and then sits down on the couch and starts eating. And I'm thinking to myself, what the hell kind of dinner was this? It wasn't dinner at all. So that is just one story of the many stories. But I'm really in the point where I'm having dating nightmares, because each time I'm going on a date, there was some really weird shit that happens. So I would love to hear what you think. Like I said, don't judge me on the fact that I actually went over to somebody's house for dinner. But you know something? That was my choice. He seemed like a nice guy. We were talking for a while. I just never thought that he wouldn't actually want to have dinner together. I don't know. Stay tuned for next episode.